One of our residents is confirmed to have polio, a contagious viral illness, and I want to stress that this individual is no longer contagious. Again, this individual is no longer contagious. And our efforts now are focused on two issues: vaccinations and figuring out if other people, anyone else has been impacted by this disease.
We are now surveying the family and close contacts of this individual to assess the risk to the community. We stress that those who are fully vaccinated with the 3-dose series are at very low risk. 2 doses of the series provides about 90% effectiveness. The 3rd dose gives them more than 99% efficacy. Amazing. It's an amazing vaccine that people waited online for back in the mid-1950s. We need to get these shots in arms. This patient did present with weakness and paralysis. I cannot give anything further as far as information on present state or prognosis at this time.
Is that permanent?
I cannot answer that at this time. Thank you.
And with further clarification, because the strain has been traced back to this form of vaccine that isn't offered here, was this person vaccinated with that vaccine somewhere, or is it just it?
No,
I mean,
Marcus, no. The person has been unvaccinated.
Can you confirm whether this person was originated with this polio from in the U.S. or out of the U.S.? They got it from in or out of the U.S.?
That's still being evaluated at this time. Thank you. The investigation is continuing.
Can you tell us when symptoms were beginning to show? Because it sounds like he's not contagious anymore, but it showed there's symptoms for a number of weeks.
Right. Symptoms began just about a month ago.
While he was in Rockland County? Well, this person was in Rockland County?
I'm not sure the exact location of the person. We're determining that now, getting further information. Thank you.
From top here, the person traveled outside the United States or to other areas, and any travel within Rockland where with measles we put us on certain places with exposure. Have we gotten that far in the investigation?
Your question about travel outside the country? There's been no travel outside the country. Anyone else?
Age?
Young adult. So in this case, we don't know the actual source of the contraction. But the individual, like I said, is not accepted to be contagious because the individual appears to have a normal immune system. That's huge. That's really important. But it doesn't mean that the others could not have been exposed prior.
Polio had been an extraordinary concern with hundreds of thousands of cases and, tens of thousands of deaths over the period of time until the introduction of the Salk vaccine, at which point there was a dramatic turnaround, what we would call control, elimination, and then essentially eradication.
Randy was the first child to receive an injection of Salk polio vaccine in the field trials in 1954. Much, however, had preceded this moment when Randy Kerr made history. In the all-out fight against polio led by the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis, there were many years of struggle and heartbreak. Parents lived in fear of polio's sudden attack and the tragic aftermath.
April 12, 1955, when the results were made public, and the entire world heralded the discovery.
The approval of an experimental polio vaccine.
The United States, it marked, although polio is most devastating.
The highly contagious and sometimes deadly virus first showed up in the U.S. in the late 1800s, paralyzing thousands, mostly infants and children, leaving lasting images.
It could strike because of the polio. So
I'm a good boy who's going through a rough patch, and could the president write me in?
He still keeps a copy of the letter his father wrote to one of the most famous
money in a reopened bank.
Down to the hospital. Look at the stupidity. When they took me back from that set of the knee, and I think for the first time, I got carried around to every church and relic and holy water thing, and but none of it worked, to try and cure me. But he did what he could do.
Anywhere. It was so devastating that many of its victims were paralyzed and had been conquered.